Welcome back to my channel. Spring has sprung. Things are really starting to green up, and it is high time to do some fruit tree pruning. I hope the saying better late than never holds true, because I'm probably a little bit late here. These trees are definitely pushing some buds, so it is high time that I do a little bit of pruning. Not sure if you remember this tree, but exactly 2 years ago this month, I did a video trying to straighten this tree. I'm going to do an update on how that worked out. I'm going to do a quick prune job, although I don't really know what I'm doing pruning. But before we get into that, I wanted to share a bit of a sad story on some of my trail camera videos. You might have seen I had a deer quite a while back that had a really bad back leg. It was limping pretty bad. I haven't seen it for quite a while, so I didn't know if it survived a winter. Pretty tough to survive a winter when you're a yearling, you're injured, it's hard to keep on weight. Well, I have just spotted that deer here. It has survived a winter, but it is not looking good. And actually, as I checked my trail cameras, it wasn't very far away at all. It moved up into the woods, but it was definitely a very sick deer. It doesn't have much weight on it. It survived a winter, but I don't know how much longer it can survive. We definitely have coyotes in the area, and that deer is definitely susceptible to a coyote kill. That deer's been showing up on some of my trail cameras here now as I'm checking it. I'm suspicious it is the same deer that in the fall had that hurt leg. Whatever the cause is, it's just sort of the circle of life. It's sad to see. It's hard to see wildlife suffering like that, but a predator in the area is probably going to make a meal of that deer pretty soon. Now on to the update of my pear tree here. We've got significant growth in the past 2 years. This thing's probably 15-20 feet tall now, and I'm actually going to have to use my portable scaffolding, aka my golf cart, to get up there high enough to trim some of them top branches. Basically, I'm just coming in and going to be anything that crisscrosses, cutting them out and just knocking it back a little bit. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing with pruning, but I wanted to show you how the straightening out worked. Let's take a closer look. So the tree is significantly straighter. It's basically going straight up now. I did put this rubber around the wire, so hopefully to prevent any damage. But as you can see, we definitely still have some damage here on the tree from this just rubbing, and when it was really windy, I'm sure. I think it's time to take this off. The tree is definitely sturdy now and has a lot more girth to it. So I'm going to be removing the stake and this wire. Hopefully this damage won't induce any disease or anything like that. After I take that off, then we're going to be pruning. So you can follow along as I put the pruners to work. So there we go. I think I'm going to stop. I have a tendency to cut more probably than what I should. And I do apologize to anybody that does know what they're doing when it comes to fruit trees and pruning. You were probably screaming at your screen saying, no, stop, or don't do that. But anyway, we'll see how that works. We'll see if it helps with any fruit production this year. Last year we had some extremely late frost and absolutely killed any of the blossoms that we had. Like I said, unusually cold in our area, later than normal. We'll see how this rest of the spring unfolds. I appreciate you following along. We'll see you in the next video.